Good morning, everybody, and this is your S&P 500 day trade setups for today. So a pretty big day down yesterday, basically a continuation from the previous bar that we had here. I still think it's a flash in the pan, to be honest. To just do that, we are basically bottom of megaphone, and this 4,000 level is where most of the options expiries are today, and that's the monthly expiries. So I suspect we're probably just going to continue bouncing around here. So if you just take a look at the daily from, there's a couple of things you need to look at. First thing is we've got diversions here. Okay. Second thing is we do have a break of what is a wedge, right? So there is a bearish view. Look at the diversions, that's a bullish view. Look at the moving averages, that is bullish, apart from the fact that we are below the 155 again, which is bearish. So you might as well toss a coin here, even on the daily. There is no real signal, and the comments that are coming out of Feds at the moment, and a lot of the big players, is just going to cause more havoc. And as we get closer to Christmas, what's going to happen is the volumes are going to die down, and then you're going to have some big players taking advantage of that and swinging this market quite volatile. So if we just start drilling down and just seeing what do we have. So if you look at the 8-hour, oscillators grouped, well, not yet, but are grouping at the downside. We are at a level. There you go there. That's the level. That's a pin bar on the level. So that high of the bar, I'm just going to put a level in there. You can see it does line up. If you look to the left, it does line up with another level. Now that is critical. Getting back above that, you're probably going to come back and test higher up. And we're still not in a position to commit to shorts just yet. So moving averages are still in a bullish fashion. We're just below the 155, which is bearish, but then the oscillator's coming down at the bottom here. If they flip around and start turning up, that becomes bullish again. So again, no real signal there on the higher time frames. Where it starts getting interesting is on the 3-hour. So on the 3-hour, we've got a grouping here. I don't want to be chasing shorts here at the moment. I want to see what's going to happen a little bit higher up. So I'm looking for a rejection higher up, and we need to add one more level in here, because that is the close of last week. So we're just below the close of last week. We're also below the lows of last week, but that is the area to pay attention to. And then obviously this zone here around 4,000. And a rejection up here confirms a wedge for a move down. So that's what I would be waiting for if I'm going to commit to shorts. Right now, looking at the 1-hour, it does look like a bit of a flag forming. So this is why I say, this, let's just get this exact. This area here, that's the top of the pin bar off structure. So this area here, what you would want to see is a move up, pull back, find support here, and then only move up. So here we've got a confirmation of a downward trend. The oscillator is starting to move up, but we have a continuation, and it's looking like we have a bit of a flag forming. So this is where it really starts getting interesting. So I'm watching 39.10, because a break above that and finding support there, that validates the rejection on the 8-hour for a move back up. And I would argue that we are more than likely going to hit 4,000 again. Okay, and that should be round probably halfway through the day. Well, when is options expiry? 12 normally. So within the first 3 hours of the trading session, then once the options expiry auction is over, then you probably find us either come back and visit here, or just mess everybody around and continue going up. So we need to find the confirmation, and we don't have a confirmation just yet. This area here between 4,000 and 3,971 is the confirmation for me for shorts. we do have a bit of a flag forming. So if we just get down to the 15 minute, and now you need to have that bigger picture in your head. You can see we're in a clear downtrend on the 15 minute, and you could have argued, just gone with the flow, and taken a small position with a wide stop loss just to follow the trend. A lot of people probably did that. Not the way I do things. I want complete confirmation before jumping in. So obviously this whole downward move, I missed pretty much everything, even though I was waiting for rejection. I had entries waiting here at 39.71, didn't materialize, and then I also had entries here once we broke through, and that was at 4,000, waiting for a retest of 4,000, which also didn't happen. So at the moment, you can treat this as a wedge if you want to, or as a flat top triangle, either or, to be honest. So I'd only be interested in chasing things higher up. So this is the zone that I'd be paying attention to. 39.71, 4,000. That's the area that I'd be paying attention to. But to be quite frank, if I look at the weekly, what do we have here on the weekly? We've got a crossover brewing, so there is a strong possibility of a move down, and we've got this massive tail on the weekly. So yeah, I'm prepared to sit and wait today out if I have to, because if we do end up with this big rejection here on the weekly, then we're definitely looking for something lower down, and that's probably going to be around here at 37, 33, 3700. So there's a much bigger option at play here, because if we get back below here and we stay below the 155, that to me confirms a bigger but downtrend, which is not confirmed just yet. Okay, so yeah, really another cautious day, to be honest. Options expiry is going to mess you around, so you need to be prepared for that. For me, it's a public holiday in South Africa, so I'm not even going to bother with this. I think we'll just sit back and wait for the close of the week, and next week should be very, very interesting. Anyway, that's my view today. I hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now. No, we won't. Sorry, we'll catch up with you on Monday. Cheers.